Too late for water, fool. We in this for the long term now. Oh, shit.
All the water I got.
Sheesh. I just threw up for like 5 minutes in the shower, fool.
What's up, guys? This is episode 2.
Episode 2 of ZNR. You already know. And if you don't, now you do.
This is April 15th, 8:51 p.m. And
best time to do it, if you ask me.
Last night we recorded our first podcast. We literally just went through it. Didn't even really plan or prepare for it. But honestly, why we want to do this, it's honestly to share our experiences. I'm 21, he's 22. There's a lot of things that, I don't know, just everyone goes through. A lot of people can relate in different situations, different spaces around the world. So honestly, this podcast is just more of share your experience. You can relate to someone, build a community out of people like this, and what was that? Oh, I was like, what are you doing? But what's it called? So what do we got lined up, Raymond?
Right now,
where's our notes for this podcast?
Right now, we're working on episode 2. Episode 1, what we covered? We covered a lot of basics about 2021, just getting your brain straight. So now we're going a little bit more in depth on some personal shit, meaning, alright, what's your fucking passion?
And then we're going to talk about our passions.
Now, why does the passion matter? What's the value of passion? Is it something that you should do less of because now you're not making as much money, bro? Because you're fucking around on your passion. Or should you do more of your passion
and make money out of it
and make more money, or even just actually enjoy your life?
Yeah, I think it's just the social pressure and the overthinking, like we were talking about yesterday, that gets people's minds so jumbled up on just what to focus on. What to focus on. Even for me myself, today, if I didn't look at my planner, if I didn't look at my to-do list, I was wondering, my first thoughts were shit, what do I do? Shit's happening around, I don't know, there's these thoughts of shit's happening around the world, this and that, how so-so's doing, and I was dude, all this shit comes in my head, and I'm why? It's what do you I just woke up, I was fuck, I was 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm
you're already going through it. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why what's important is
structure, routine.
Yeah, for a bit. So right now, we're talking about passion. We're talking about, are all passions monetizable, and a priority list of daily regimen and focus for
this year, and then also to sort of our plan through the next 2, 3, 4 years.
Look,
we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. If you don't have the long-term goal, it's the short-term goal is gonna not make as much sense. It's all right, if you know what you're gonna do in 5 years, then you really know what you should be doing this year, and the year after that, and after that, and that. It's all right, shit, fool. Let me get it straight.
Yeah.
While I have these time allotted, so
have your let's just say, for example, I'm a 8th grader, my 8th grade self. I didn't play that year of baseball, but my passion was baseball growing up as a kid, and then transition to business, entrepreneurship, sales, starting my own stuff outside of high school. Anyways, long story short, talking about passion.
Talking about 8th grade.
Oh, okay. 5-year plan. So, say if I was in 8th grade, my 5-year plan, 4 years of high school, and then my 5th year would be my freshman year of college. So my 5-year plan was do really good, do even better, do my best my 3rd year, and absolutely do even better. So just better.
Exactly.
Guess what? I ended up quitting. I ended up not believing in myself. I ended up just focusing on partying, chicks, giving, honestly, myself the time that I never did have with my schedule before. But, those skill sets, what I took away from that passion is what made me who I am today. Same for yourself too,
Yeah. Because when you have a goal,
your
fucking time matters.
Yeah.
And if your time doesn't matter, then it's already what you want. I can walk you through it. If your time doesn't matter, you're not going to spend it wisely, which means that you're going to regret it later once you realize the value of the time and the unique moment and the unique environment that you were in that will never happen again. And so if there's anything that you could do, you better do it now because it's never going to be exactly how it is today.
Yeah.
And so once you realize that, 23 years from now?
23 years?
You better realize that now.
Yeah.
Better realize that today, tonight. You better just close your eyes when you go to bed and just be like, man, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is what I'm doing. Get out a little notebook. Fucking.
Like you gotta have money as like one of your focus. You know, you gotta have your health, your mental health, your physical health, and just picture yourself, envision yourself like 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I'll be 31. By then, I at least want to be engaged. I at least want to coming close to around someone that, I don't know, hopefully within 10 years. I know I'm not ugly. You know, maybe I may already be married and have kids by then. That was sort of my goal, 5 years ago. You know, growing up as a kid, I was like, all right, like I want kids. Right when I'm 30, my dad had me when he was 40, last kid. I was like, damn, he's a little older, you know, but I at least want to be a little bit younger with my kids. But I always told myself, like, hey, if I do have a kid, you know, high school or early, not really, you know, hoping for it, I'm going to be a man, be responsible for my responsibilities, you know. So even if you have a 5-year plan, shit, even life happens. You know, people aren't prepared for it, so you just got to adapt. But 5 years from now, just know that each day, each week, each month that you're building towards
you're sitting on top of those actions.
You're building the foundation to get to there, you know, and you got to keep going. And as easy it is to see how things can go out on paper and how fast we want it, you got to know it takes time.
And it's your problem-solving ability that increases. It's not that you have more resources. It is that you have more resources, but through the challenges that you experience in life that are self-imposed, which are often healthy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you go to the gym. It's like, hey, I want to get stronger. Hey, you know what? I'm going to figure out how to make another stream of income.
Yeah.
Gee.
Anytime. You
know?
Google it. Shit, there's just laziness, like, that so many people are addicted to.
So what's your passion? Okay. If you had to say, all right, your passion in 3 different words. That's it. Just 3. Just hone it in.
Like, what's my passion?
Yeah. What's your passion, Zach? 3 words. Boom, boom, boom. Hit him with it.
I honestly...
Or just say however long. Don't worry about the 3 words.
One of my passions is being competitive in a lot of different things. Well, in literally all areas of my life, I love being competitive.
So if you were about to die,
yeah,
and you're like, damn, these were my passions, what would you say?
I would say competing. Because if you're not winning, if you're not number 1, I don't know. You know, if you're gonna do anything with your life, be number 1. So one of my passions is being competitive. Another 2 is, I would say, like, my health. Like, I don't know, just passion, hobbies. You know, to me they're sort of mixed in the same. But yeah, so being competitive, winning. So I would say winning. I would say health. Yeah, bodybuilding, like, type of workouts, that image of my body that I want, you know, experiencing with SARMs before, I'm going to take another cycle, being, you know, really healthy. And 3, just being happy. And that's something I honestly do struggle with. It's a passion of me because when I'm happy, naturally how in life, I'm just, like, things are going good.
That's the sauce.
85% of the time, you know,
that's the sauce.
I'm thinking about it. And then that other 10-15% where I just feel like shit, you know, like, I'm just like, fuck, you know. So yeah, honestly, one of my passions is being happy, and when I'm happy, I'm happy.
Fuck yeah.
And when I'm not, I'm fucking not.
Alright, so
yeah. So Raymond, what's your passion, bro? Like, what are the like the top 3 things that make you you?
Because I realized like the root of different actions. Like I can say it's music. I can say it's like, you know, stacking my bank account. Because honestly, stacking my bank account is one of my favorite habits. Because it's passions. It's like, bro, just knowing that, like, I used to not even have like $1,000 in there, and now it's like, you know what? I work the hard jobs. I work the 11-hour full time, fool. I worked
slavery, bro.
I worked the 6 days a week, 10 days an hour. 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And shit, fool. You know, it's like, I fucking win, fool. Cause I was like, nope. I'm gonna read the book. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna spend it on what I need to spend it on. I'm gonna do my best. And you fucking take the dub.
Yeah.
That's my passion is fulfillment. Fulfillment of all aspects of my life. Like, if I'm in a romantic relationship, then one of my passions would be to fully enjoy that. Like Zach said, happiness. Yeah. You know, that's how I feel with anything that I'm in. I'm going to fulfill myself and fulfill the moment. Fulfill myself by fulfilling the moment. You know what I mean? And you do that, that means you're helping everyone, you're helping yourself, and you're actually a positive effect on existence. Yeah. It's like, yeah, damn, Zach, shit's better because you were here, you know?
And we met through a mutual friend. You asked Jordan, who's like a positive person, and you're like, yo, like, let me get in contact with him. Our first phone call was like fucking 4 hours. We're just chopping it up. Just straight chopping it up. Then we met up next morning. Fuck, dude. It's been history since.
It's been awesome.
And that was 4 years ago, too.
And the thing is, when you're pursuing, okay, are all passions monetizable? Now it leads into this, because when I was talking to Zach originally, I was still writing raps, I was still recording. So it's like, the passion is monetizable if you monetize the passion. Yeah. If you're trying to not, like, if I just fucking scribble on my wall and that's my passion, how am I going to monetize it if I don't monetize it? It's like it's just going to monetize itself? No. So what that means is, put it out in the market. How many people even know that they could purchase it or interact with it?
Like, just do it. Yeah.
You know, do 70 people know? If 70 people don't know about your service, that might be the reason you're not getting service.
Yeah. And like, you can't always think about the people that are in your direct life right now. If you judge, I would say for anyone, not just me and you, but for anyone, if you want to do something and actually put it out, and then you're like, oh, well, what about what my family says, my friends say, my coworkers? What if, I pitched this, to whatever, or just started talking about it to random people, like, and you judge yourself like, nah, like, well, if I get rejected, people talk shit. Dude, that's just life, honestly. People are going to talk shit about anyone and everyone, even the greatest people to do it.
The smartest thing to do is be like, focus. You know what, fool? I'm not even going to debate the hater. I'm just going to just do my shit because I'm already on it anyway. It's like the criteria is false that they're judging you on. And because they're adults, they have more vocabulary and, concepts that they can fill in to communicate that energy. But ultimately, it's just flawed. Like, it's just like someone being like, I don't like him. But the adult, they're not going to sound like a fucking child. And so they're going to be like, oh man, you could have done that. And it's like, it's cool, but I don't know why you did that, and you could have done that, but it's whatever.
like
And
always
it's like,
criticizing. But honestly, that feedback, you need feedback though.
Yeah, it just depends.
You're gonna get good. You're gonna get feedback that you're gonna want to hear. Feedback that don't want to hear.
Because there's a time and a place. It's like, it depends. If you know that you're at a good, like if your principles are solid, then you can stand firmly on them. But you have to know if the equation is correct. For example, if you're cooking up hits regularly, then you could be on your own and keep cooking up hits. But the thing is, as long as you keep the recipe pure to what is required to do that, the thing is like, you never want to be the victim of somebody's words. You just want to benefit. If you find that you are fucked mentally because of what someone said,
and you're so sensitive about it,
then you've gotten too hurt by it. You
lost.
you gotta cut the limit. If you accepted their idea 100%, maybe accept it like 50%. Maybe be like, you know what? I still fuck with my shit, but I get it. So I'm still gonna do my shit, but maybe I won't be so like bold about it to the point where it's like, whoa. Unless you're like, you know what? I know my shit's good, or I don't even care. Like, this sounds good to me. Put it out, because it's like Dave Chappelle said, know where your power lies. So for passions and monetizing them,
do it.
You know,
do it.
If it's the wrong, it's the wrong person who sees it, like if I'm trying to.
Not the wrong. It's just people just giving feedback.
Well, not necessarily, because like I can't name a country artist, because it's like, for as good as they've been marketed, it's like I don't search country music, but like I'll hear it when it's played, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
doesn't mean you're the wrong person not to listen to it though. That's the thing.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in terms of getting a response that they'd expect, like it's going to be more direct from other people.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm tracking. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why you can't waste your energy feeling negative about your results when your marketing tactic is weak, because you shouldn't feel any shame if your marketing is weak.
Yeah,
you should just fix that shit. It's like you're going into the arena and you haven't even exercised for like the previous months before you went in. It's like,
well, that's training. That's different.
That's what I'm saying. But marketing is like, you're not even representing your art, whatever it is. Like, it's not even like indie. Like, it's just like kicked out of there. Like 2 minutes.
Like literally see just like whatever industry that you're in, just look at who's doing the top 3, the top 5, the top 10 companies. Study the top tier, sort of see what they're all sort of doing, and then just put it on your own personal taste, honestly. Like for music, like it's, oh shit, man. The camera go out? Oh.
Beagle on?
I know, it's still recording.
Beagle?
Or screaming out. So anyways, like, for like music, like it's quality 4K, 8K, like video. It's quality, like appealing. For rap, let's just say, it's gonna be people smoking, there's gonna be guns, gonna be booties twerking,
Hey, unless it's Lupe Fiasco.
What?
Lupe Fiasco. You giving them the rhymes without that. Just gotta shout out my man Lupe Fiasco.
I was like, nah, dude, he probably has videos. Some, bro. Okay, so anyways, if you just see like what's working, what's going on, like simple as like social media, YouTube, just look at what's going on, learn how to market it.
Yeah.
Put out your product with that, and you'll be able to hit more people.
And the thing also with that is understand the reason why certain tactics work. Don't do a tactic just because it works. I mean, you could, but when you understand the reason why it does work, then you're able to use it better. Because it's like a tool, It's like you could use a crowbar as a hammer, but if you know how to use it, then it's like all of a sudden like a really good tool. Because it's fucking made for that.
resources. Be resourceful.
Aware. It's like, dude, imagine you fucking, I don't know, what, you get just a bunch of shit that you don't know how to use. It's like, bro, how you gonna do
Your example.
I was like, bro.
Your example.
I was like, I
you
don't
know, like,
know. Alright.
Anything.
You know, it's like they give me a factory. They're like, alright, you know, you and like 5 people could use this factory for the weekend. It's like, shit. I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to hire people who know what to do because I don't know what to do. So it's like...
Find people in that industry. Try to learn from people directly.
Who? Like, what people? Because I could learn from
learn
Jerry down the street.
Learn from top performers. Learn from coaches that have worked with top performers. Look up interviews of what they talk about.
The GOATs.
Like, I've literally watched so many business videos of just billionaires, multi-millionaires, successful people, you know, high-ranking people, off of interviews. I've learned so much off of interviews. Because they talk about themselves. They talk about how things got to where it is. Just look up interviews about your favorite person, you know, in that industry. Look up press conference. Just learn your shit.
Yeah.
Learn your shit. Do whatever you want to do with it. You know, create your own product or service. Learn how to market it. Send it out to the marketplace. Get feedback. Keep improving. Keep improving. Keep going. Don't quit. It's so easy to quit, but it's like, all right, you quit. What? Yesterday, die tomorrow. Like, fuck. You know, like, you could have died. You could have died doing something that, you know, I don't know. You know, like, just make sure it's a part of your spirit and your blood. You know, if you do that, then I feel like you'll be solid rather than just like giving up.
Yeah, bro.
Giving up's easy.
Because don't do it. I think that people give up when they don't nourish their fuel source. Like, bro, when you understand that there's motherfuckers out there who got this sauce, and if you just watch those videos on a daily basis and just listen to their words,
execute.
Dude, your brain changes because you stop thinking like someone who
doesn't know,
is unsuccessful and unaware. You begin to think like someone who is successful and is aware, and so you are that because you are what you think. So if you were to think that, you know, you were fucking a different profession, you would just be that. It's like you're thinking whatever. If you think you're with someone, you're going to be with them. If you think you're not, you're not. If you think someone's your friend, you're going to be their friend. If you don't think they're your friend, then they're not. If you think you like something, then you're going to like it. You know, it's like...
Go for it.
So what you think about anything, it's like if you think that, you know, exercise is a must, you're going to do it. You're going to do it.
It is.
If you don't think it's a must, then guess what? You're not. So it's like, what's the thing? Do you really have to just get your body and just walk through and all? No. What you have to do is start thinking about think like someone who does it. Because then it's like you've already convinced yourself because it makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, I must work out because I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to be more energized. I'm going to be a better example to people around me about commitment, and I'm just going to have a stronger presence in a way that just benefits all my interactions. It's like, bro, of course, you know? It's like, do you not? Like, dude, you know, just do some push-ups, like this. Like, cool. Oh, you wake up, and then what do you do? What do you do? What do you do, Zach? What do you do?
What do I do when I wake up?
Shit,
I run.
This is what. Just do a little. 3.
Full range of motion, though, you know. Full range.
All right, full. You want full range.
There we go. Raymond and his push-ups. There you go, bro.
Just a little sauce.
That was an easy 2 reps of full range of motion.
Yeah, it's just 2.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So,
Camera, your face is all red.
Yeah, fool. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So,
right, so
what I just did was show you that you just fucking do. It's like, wow, and bro, who are you crying to? It's your experience.
Yeah.
You can have a higher quality experience by exerting your force. Like, think about that is how to improve your experience in your body. Like, improve. Like, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, all right, you don't want to be there, go home then. Don't cry about your situation though.
Yeah.
Are you gonna cry both ways? You're just crying all the time?
Like, if you have problems, you know how to fix them. Just dissect it and do it. Just reverse engineer it. Change your habits. Change your thinking. Change your habits. And then change the people around you. Change what you listen to daily.
Okay, so what do you mean the people around you?
Well,
So, I kick it with all my homies, fool.
People don't realize how many losers, how many people are dragging them down. How many people, like...
So what is a loser? Because
I would say, okay,
like,
a loser, I would say, not someone like that's a loser, but someone that, okay, let me rephrase that. Someone who's super ambitious and someone who's really not. There's people that are winning more at life. There's some people that are winning less at life, okay? If you're Bezos, you're number one. You're the fucking winner. Everyone else is a loser underneath you.
So you're saying financially?
Financially, okay? People that have bad habits are losing too. People that always complain, people that always talk shit on other people, people that, can't be trusted, can't be, that are not good people to have. They're losing.
On your team?
Not even on your team.
What do you mean have?
Don't even have them on your team.
Well, yeah, but what?
Like people. Yeah. Okay, I would say, for example, let's say person A. Person A, takes care of the health, is at least trying, is learning something new, someone who's getting after it, someone, it doesn't matter if you're full-time working.
So like me, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's like someone has, like, it doesn't even matter how much money you make, doesn't matter if you're full-time working, doesn't matter if you're full-time school, doesn't matter if you're full-time, neither of that. It doesn't matter where you're at, but if you're winning or not. And there's different levels of winning, but, like, keep making progress. Keep forcing yourself a new level, a new version. It's going to take so much discipline. My 21-year-old self is nothing like the 16-year-old self. A lot of maturing had happened. A lot of people I had to recycle through. A lot of people I had to drop. A lot of people dropped me. It's life. You sort of realize that, hey, once life progresses, once you see how valuable your time is, the way that you think, the people that you're around with, the habits that they have, you've got to move on. There's not everyone should be your friend, but everyone can be your friend. You could have a lot of people that know you, you know them, but, invest your time with more of the people that are, in the same direction as you. Because you want to hang out with someone that is the complete opposite of you, of your mindset, someone that's not, like, going after something, they're not passionate about. They're always complaining, and they're always like, oh shit, how do you do this?
It's just messed up.
But I mean, just people know when they're winning. People know when they're losing. People know when they're like, oh, I should be doing this, and they're not. People know how to be disciplined. I want to say winning, losing, but just discipline. Yeah, winning, losing, discipline, all of it. Honestly.
Yeah, because I think that once someone defines what winning is for them, then they're able to figure out exactly what to do. It's like, it's always easier to do stuff when you have it laid out. Like, if you could write on a paper, like, what you intend to do, and you're just actively pursuing the next level, you're gonna improve. Like, if you work on something for a long time, you're gonna improve if you're actually focused and you actually take a step to create something. You know, just understanding the principles, because in life it's about problem solving. It's not about you know, much else.
No.
And so problem solving with yourself, how you problem solve, discipline and, you know, commitment and, you know, fueling your mind correctly and all that shit. So it's always about preparation. It's always about being ready to fix what goes wrong and create, you know, machines that generate value to people. And so that's what business is. And people are really upset about capitalism these days, but it's because it's a power. And capitalism depends on the entrepreneur's character. Yeah. And so if the entrepreneur lacks character, then that's a representation of the whole country and economy that he's in, because if it's not combated and it's not improved, then it's just showing you the nature of people. So communism is no better, I think, because it's going to be the same nature of people. What's important is if we come together, because then the nature that interlocks everyone is a different state, and so we can have different characteristics. Like, imagine that the entrepreneurs work with the politicians in a beneficial way, you know, and that already happens. But if that was a standard, and if that was more of an aspiration, because that's like a superhero, you know, all right, you know what, I'm gonna just, you know, be able to create all this value out of nothing, or out of everything, because everything's already there. So all you need to do is route the certain idea into a service or a product. It's like, I could just be like, man, I'm always humming these songs. You know what? I'm going to write it. So what did I do? Where was the song? Was it somewhere? Or, yeah, because it was already in my head pretty much. So I just fucking recorded it, cleaned it up, you know, and like, what am I actually trying to do? Yeah, I'm trying to deliver the energy, whatever. All right, and then it's done. But that's the same as entrepreneurship. So it's like, I say don't hate capitalism. I say don't even hate, because that's the part of capitalism that you hate, is the hate. So don't even do it, because that's the same shit. So I say start respecting and, you know, representing those capitalists who are focused on providing value to their people and to society. And once that starts happening, then of course the capitalists are going to change, because they're feeding off the markets. And what's the markets? Is the people. So it's like the capitalist is a reflection of the people. Once again, we come back to the same point.
Dude, people need to realize if you don't work for what you want, you're not going to get it. Capitalism is that you don't do shit and you just show up, you're not going to get your worth as much as you can be worth if you were to fucking be at the top and go through the grueling stages of starting a business, learning how to have capitalism work in your favor. Shit, learn how taxes and credit is, you know? Like, learn this shit. This shit's gonna be with you for the rest of your life. And there's more shit always changing, so you gotta really honestly educate yourself. Educate yourself. Know that you're reading a finance book right now.
Yeah, I think it's just in the car. Yeah, it's in the back seat.
Like I'm really
Budgeting 101 by Michael Kagan.
And then I'm reading.
I think.
I'm reading a YouTube book by Sean Cannell, and then I'm finishing up this one book by Nathan Nguyen. Shit, I can't think of the title for fucking my life. Money Smarts. There you go. Money Smarts by Nathan Nguyen, and then Sean Cannell, a YouTube book. So yeah, those are the two books. But I'm educating myself. I'm always educating myself online, in person, in books, even though they may be years old. It's still financial information that can help benefit me. So yeah. Do you think we should go to here? Make this 30 minutes?
Nah, I think
And then
that.
have episode 3 is banged out at an hour.
Mhm.
And then we do hour 30. And you want to do